started HLC about a month ago.
I did not go out or see any of my friends for, I kid you not, 2 weeks. I was like, I got it now.
Finished the training within a week, gained confidence with mock calls.
I was doing like 3 mock calls a week, sometimes even 3 times a day.
Gosh, this is so exciting. I stopped like doing one-on-ones completely. And then I decided like for all the girls that are landing clients, now that you are stepping into another like section of remote closing, because obviously like first milestone is land your client, second milestone is close your first deal, and then third milestone is hit 100K in cash collected, because it's $10,000 in commission most of the time. But obviously like with this interview, I just want to like ask you a couple of questions and then also prepare you for now working with your new client. Let me actually pull up the message that you posted inside of our WAP. So, oh my God. Okay. So you said landed my first client. Hey girls, I just wanted to share that I landed my first client. He's providing me with some more training before he gets me in the driver's seat, and I'll be taking sales calls after the holidays. I'm going to be his first closer ever. Cannot thank Danielle and Alexis enough for teaching me everything I need to know. You both aren't only my mentors, but huge inspirations as well. And I'm sure the rest of the girls can vouch for me on that one. I started HLC about a month ago, finished the training within a week, gained confidence with mock calls. Piece of advice: I went into this with minimal sales experience and let fear take over me sometimes since I started. The only thing you have to remind yourself is the reason you even started to begin with. Put the work in, trust the process, and whatever is meant for you will simply find you. Let's fucking go. That is beautiful. Beautiful. I want to ask you like a little bit about what you were doing prior to HLC. What even made you interested in like remote sales?
Well, like I always saw the luxurious life and like all the girls were gatekeeping, like all this stuff. I'm like, what the fuck do these girls do for a fucking living? And then I came across like my TikTok, your TikTok, and I was just like, oh, like it's remote sales. But then I came across my friend's video who's in HLC. You know her, Olivia Warren.
Oh, snap.
Yes. So then I was like, holy shit, she does this. So I texted her and like she told me about it. Like literally the next day I was in the program. So then I started like joining you and Danny's calls and like doing the pre-recorded stuff. I was like dedicated. Like I did not go out or see any of my friends for, I kid you not, 2 weeks.
I love that.
Yes, I was like, I need to do this. But like other than that, like I worked at a tanning salon. Like I was like living the normal 20s life.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. How old
Well,
are you?
22.
So is
Yeah.
this like the first time you've ever invested in yourself, like invested in your education? Okay. I love that. Are you in college or anything?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So I guess the whole thing was like seeing the lifestyle other girls are living. That's kind of like what interested you the most.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then the fact that obviously Olivia, one of our other sisters, was in here, that just helps a lot.
Mhm.
I love that.
I
Oh,
like saw her TikTok and I was like, hey, this is my freaking sign. I was like, I need to do
yeah, that is
this.
because you came across my TikTok first and then hers.
I think it was yours after.
Okay, okay, gotcha, gotcha. Cool. Yeah, no, I love Olivia. She's like a little fireball. Are
Mhm.
you in New York as well?
I'm in
Jersey?
New Jersey. She lives like 10 minutes away from me.
Okay, because oh my gosh, we had an event in New York and that would have been super cool had you come.
I know.
I'm gonna be back in New York again. I don't know when, it's way too cold there right now, but whenever I am, we'll throw another meetup. So then you can come to that. The two of you guys can come to that.
Well, yeah, we'll definitely go. I love New York, so.
Okay, so I think one of the biggest questions everybody always has whenever it comes to remote sales is how did you land your client?
It's actually really funny. I was on Instagram and I was just looking up. I was like fitness coaches, whatever, like how you taught us. And I followed this one guy, my client that I have now, and he followed me back. And I was like, oh shit, let me DM him. So I DM'd him and then I sent him my outreach video and then he responded. And then he was like, your enthusiasm's great. Like I'm his first closer,
Mhm.
actually. I think I told you that. And
Yeah.
then he like was like, I want to provide you with more training and like stuff like that because he wants me to like learn how to do it like his way too. So like with the sales script that like you taught us on top of like his.
Okay.
So he provided me with some more training. I've met with him like twice and then I'm gonna meet with him one more time and then I'm officially onboarded after that.
Amazing. Oh my God. The very fact that like he followed you back, I feel like, see, as women, we kind of have that edge over men because most of the clients that we work for are going to be men, like the course creators. And then obviously, like us being women, it's just easier for us to sell. So, like, you did the Instagram outreach method the same way that we taught it inside of her last call.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love that. See, like the work work work. And I like your post. Like I like the fact that you said put the work in, trust the process, and whatever is meant for you will simply find you. I feel like a lot of times girls kind of give up right before they're about to have their breakthrough. So the fact that like you stuck with it, that makes me proud of you. So you have not taken any sales calls yet, right?
Not yet. The only thing that's like making me like is that he wants me to like learn his CRM system and KPIs, and I'm just like, do I really need to be telling them this? But I was like, whatever, like I'll just learn it anyways. I was like, I'm not gonna give him the bare minimum. You
Yeah.
thought is better than that. So
What CRM does he use?
I think he uses, I forgot what it's called.
To go
I
high
forgot what
level?
it's called. Yeah, it's like $97 a month. He like makes them get it.
He makes the client or like the lead get it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
okay,
once they're in the program and stuff, yeah.
okay. Well, it makes sense. I mean, obviously the reason why he wants you to like understand all the deliverables is so that whenever you are pitching it to a lead, it's easy for you to walk them through all the intricacies of the offer. Whenever you are selling, like don't go too far into detail whenever it comes to all the software and all the other deliverables, because the first thing that you can then do is obviously gather their pain, provide your solution, and then once you have closed the deal, then you can go into the whole like onboarding side of things.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit more, like, how are you feeling? Do you feel confident hopping on sales calls? Explain to
I
me.
feel pretty confident.
You feel pretty confident? Okay.
Yeah.
What makes you feel confident? I'm just curious.
Just doing the mock calls. Like the mock calls help like so much. Like sometimes like at the beginning, like it was hard because like when I didn't have a client, I was like, what the fuck
I
am
don't
I
know what
supposed
to
to
say.
pitch? Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to say. But
Yeah.
then like as I like progressively kept doing it and doing it and doing it, I was doing like 3 mock calls a week, sometimes even 3 times a day. So I was just like keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And I was like, okay. I was like, I got it now.
Okay, I love that. Yeah, no, that's one thing that I'm also very big on with being a part of her last call is like leveraging your other sisters inside of the sales community and you guys all helping each other. Because obviously, the more reps you get in, the more confident you will be. So whenever you step into a real sales call, it's so much easier because when you're mock calling with other salespeople. So it's kind of harder because they know where you fucked up, they know the pitch, they know the checkpoints, versus when you're talking to somebody for the first time that doesn't know anything about sales. They just clicked on the ad that your client posted. It's going to be like a walk in the park for you. So another question that I have for you is obviously you joined HLC because of like Olivia, right? What is
Mhm.
like your favorite part about her last call?
Oh, the girls. I love them all. I'm so serious. Like that is like my number one. I'm just like such like a girl's girl and I like love supporting girls. Like that's like number one. Two, definitely the way you teach because the way that you teach is like you talk to us like we're your friend. And I love that. Like that like I feel like I learn like that like better than like talking to like a freaking professor. Like you know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah, no, that's like another thing that I really like to emphasize too is whenever I'm teaching, my goal is for this information to literally be like ingrained in your head. And I notice whenever you are happier to be in class or the lessons are making you laugh, things like that, you are able to really like grasp the concept a lot better. And then obviously, like that's just also the way that I talk. So I like the fact that I am able to train you guys based on the way that I just am, right?
Yeah.
But okay, so last question for you, and then whatever questions it is that you have for me, and then any advice that I have for you, we'll exchange all that in a second. But the last question I have for you is like, what would you say to the girl that is looking and fantasizing about this dream life that they're wanting to achieve? They have the opportunity, like they have her last call in their face, but they're still kind of like scared. Like, what would you say to a girl that is afraid to finally take that leap and invest in herself?
That's a good question. Probably like what I said in my achievements message. Like, remember like the reason you started. Because if you like backtrack and you're like, okay, wait, but why did I start this in the first place? Okay, that's why I started in the first place. Why am I letting fear get in the way? It's like that's kind of like what you have to like remind yourself.
All right. Well, that's like all the questions that I have for you. One thing I really, really want you to do is, especially since you are going to be this course creator's first closer, keep us updated. Like once you hit your first sale, like let us know what your first sales call was like. Let let us know when you get your first PIF, like let us know, because those messages that you guys drop in the achievements channel, you are literally like inspiring all the other sisters. I don't know if you've seen it in the chat channel, but girls that are like dropping their wins, other girls are like, thank you so much for sharing this. Like I almost gave up on myself. But then your message alone can be the reason another girl keeps on going and keeps on pushing. So definitely keep us updated, because I also want to know like how I can further assist you in increasing your close rate or increasing your cash collected on the call, things like that. Just keep us updated in the achievements channel as well as like the chat channel, because we're your sisters, we want to know. But whatever questions it is that you have for me, let me know how I can serve you.
My one question is about the CRM and KPIs. Is that like normal to like show them? Like he wants me to like, I'm assuming he wants me to like share my screen with them and like explain it to them. So like I don't know if like that's fine, but then at the same time it's like why am I explaining it to them if like it's in the program and like you're gonna explain it to them anyway?
So I think because you're his first closer, he probably doesn't have like somebody onboarding them. And I would even express to him like, hey, like I don't think I should be the one to onboard them. I mean, I can try it if you want. However, it could affect my close rate, because if I go into sharing my screen, showing the CRM, how to use the CRM, it could scare the sale away, because it's like an information overload type of thing. For example, like whenever I'm on sales calls, I don't show that they have to download the seller app. Like I don't show all of the software that they're gonna have to use in the program, because I know I'm gonna scare them away. So I would say for that, I would test it, like do what he wants you to do. But then if you're noticing it's harder for you to close, then bring it to his attention and be like, I think this should be in a separate call and separate onboarding. Who is your client?
Anthony Bradley. He like teaches fitness coaches how to like make their offer high ticket.
Yeah, I would just do what he's like asking you to do for now. But then
Okay.
again, if you're seeing like any resistance on the sales call, then just bring that up to him, because he should know that too. A confused mind is not going to buy. You don't ever want to overload
Yeah.
someone with information that's not necessary, especially like if they haven't even bought yet. So that's why I say wait till they pay you first, and then you can go in and onboard. Another thing too is as far as your KPIs, because KPIs are just like key performance indicators. You wouldn't share your KPI like with the lead. Your KPI is just like for your client to understand how well you're performing. So for
Okay.
like our team, our KPI, our close rate is 35%. So meaning if closers aren't having a 35% close rate and above, they'll get fired. So I would ask him like what your KPIs are, just so that you know your numbers, and then you can stay within KPI so that he doesn't let you go. But yeah, that's not something that you would share like with the lead that you're talking to.
Okay.
That's a good question. Do you have any other questions?
And that's it. That was really only my main concern.
Okay, so seeing that you are going to be this client's first closer, you have a lot of opportunity for growth here, because you are going to be his first closer. As he scales and as he is going to need more and more closers, that puts you in the position to potentially be sales manager. I say that because one of our other sisters, Sydney, she was one of the first closers on this other offer. And now her clients came to me and they were like, do you have more closers? We want to promote Sydney to sales manager and bring in other closers. So you have opportunity for growth. Another thing that I would be wary of though is, since you are the first closer, there may not be systems built out completely yet. So if you have like any questions at all regarding systems, end of call reports, end of day reports, just shoot a message inside of our WAP chat, like in the AP closers chat. Don't put it in like the regular chat, because we don't want to confuse those girls, but put it in the AP closers chat so that I can help you with any scaling ways. Because yeah, a lot of times clients with new closers or clients that are onboarding closers for the very first time, they don't have all the systems built out. And then a lot of times girls get overwhelmed because they're like, nothing's built out, I'm going to quit. But if that client has a lot of influence and that client is bringing you a good amount of leads, I would stay and I would just help them figure out their system and their process. But that's also something that I can do for you as well.
Okay.
I don't have any other questions. If you don't have any other questions, we're all set here, but keep us updated. Are you expected to take your first sales call?
I think like after I meet with him. If I like 100% pass this mock call with him, then he said like literally the next day I'm like taking sales calls. So,
Oh, okay. Okay, good. I love that. But yeah, no, this is huge, because to be honest, I would say the hardest part about remote closing is finding a client. And
yeah.
then once you have found a client, Now, this is like another tip for you too. Let's say you're working with Anthony and he doesn't have all his systems built out. He's not really like receptive to getting things fixed, things like that. Get some cash collected under your belt, because then you can now go and look at other offers that are going to have a more structured process. So that's like something that my mentor like taught me, was if you have to offer hop, just get some cash collected under your belt, because obviously having a little bit of sales experience is going to be more appealing to those creators that do have a more dialed process.
Okay.
So best of luck.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
And then I will see you. Are you going to be on Wednesday's call?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I will see you on Wednesday's call, because that's going to be a good call for you, since your client's offer is teaching other like fitness coaches how to scale their offer. That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're working B2B. On Wednesday's training, we'll be doing B2B scripts.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll join that. Wait, one more thing. I
Yes.
think I want to go to Miami in June.
Okay.
So like how do I like secure my spot for that? Is that out yet or no?
No, yeah, you can secure it. So
Okay.
it is 3K a ticket to attend that, but you can use like Klarna. I know a lot of our girls use Klarna.
Okay. That sounds like so much fun. Like I want to go.
I'm so excited. And that would be so fun if you and Liv came.
I know. I'm gonna convince her. I'm gonna be like, let's just do it. Like, let's just go.
So another question for you. Are you currently working right now, or are you just going like full-time sales?
I'm like babysitting occasionally, but barely. I'm just trying to put my focus onto this.
No, as you should. For me, yeah, I was working part-time, but then I was able to quit like 3.5 months in. Okay, drop your number in the chat on here, and then I'll send you this link, and then let me know if the buy now, pay later option pops up for you.
Okay.
And I'll actually go ahead and I'll fill out, because I have to send you a Google form too, because I need to know like your sizing and all this.
Sizing.
Yeah, I do little gift bags.
Oh my God, wait, that's so cute. I feel like you're extra, like me.
I am,
I'm
and I
so
love,
extra.
I love like giving experiences, and so that's why I'm like, this is so fun to me.
And like planning stuff. Like I love it.
So I'm not the best at planning, but I'm good at like having the vision in my head and telling somebody else to do it for me, and then going from there. Okay, I just texted you off my personal number. Don't share that with anybody.
I won't. Let me check.
Just shoot me a text back so that this hyperlink pops up for you. And then I think, were you DMing Will on Instagram?
No.
Really?
Why?
Oh, okay. One of our other students, I guess, was like DMing Will on Instagram and was like, I'm gonna get started with HLC. And so I thought it was you. So whenever you dropped that you landed a client, I was like, oh my gosh, like she just joined literally 2 days ago.
No, no. No, I
Yeah.
DM'd you
On
at first.
Instagram?
Yeah, I DM'd you and then you didn't, I guess you didn't see it and then you responded. I was like, oh, I'm already in the program. And you're like, oh,
Oh,
great.
okay. Well,
Try
yeah,
to
just shoot me a
stuff.
text whenever you have it completed, and then I'll send you the Google form.
Okay. All
Awesome.
right.
Well, I will see you
Perfect.
tomorrow. Thank you.
Tomorrow. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye,
Bye.
girl.